Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, or good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. My name is Kirk Meadows. I'm a comedian. I'm in North Miami, Florida. Today, I'd like to talk to you about how I overcame my biggest fear. As a kid, I always knew that I wanted to be a comedian. I always wrote jokes. I always had fun with my friends, but I was painfully shy. I was very shy. I remember in high school when they're calling the register, when they're doing roll calls, I would get nervous when they get close to my name because I had to say present in front of everybody. That's how nervous I was. And it stuck with me. Eventually, I decided I had to overcome. I had to move this mountain out of the way. So I started reading all the books on how to become a speaker. And most of the books say that you should schedule an engagement. Go to the venue, check the venue out, study your notes, prepare. But how do you do that? How do you make that big leap? How do you jump from being shy to schedule in front of everybody? There's no way I could have done that. How do you sleep the day before that happened? I knew that was not my answer. I knew I couldn't do it. I was too painfully shy. I knew I needed a longer term solution. So I started going to speaking events, speaking engagements like FIU is near my house, and I'm close to Miami-Dade Community College. Also, Barnes and Noble schedules events during the summer holidays. So I would go to each event and I would ask a question. That's all I do. I'll just go and ask a question. So I'd go with my little piece of paper in my hand with the questions on it, all nervous. How does this affect the local community? And I have a very high voice for a man. I hate my voice. I have a very high voice for a man, so it makes it even more awkward. But I knew I had to do this. This is something I had to do. So I would go and sometimes I'll go and just thank the people for coming and speaking on behalf of everyone here. I'd like to thank you for taking time out of your schedule to come and speak to us. Your speech was very interesting and informative, and we wish you the best of luck. That's what I used to do. Because this way I had more control. This way I had more control over the time. When my heart started beating, I could just stop. I could just stop and say, okay, I could stop. I was in control of the time. I can't just schedule, there's no way I can just schedule a speech in front of everybody. Everybody's looking at me and I'm going like, here you go, for 30 minutes or a half an hour, whatever time limit. So I realized that I had to be in control of the time. I had to say, okay, that's it. I'm done. I'm gonna die if I go any longer. But that's what I did. Initially, I started doing that, and then I started volunteering at a theater in North Miami. It was a dance studio in the day, and on Friday and Saturday nights they would put on little plays. So I went there. I started moving chairs for them. I would set up the chairs. I would sweep. I would put up this curtain. Eventually, became a stagehand. So I would help them set up the stage. I'll go on stage and move a table, or move a chair, or make some noise, drop something. Just, just to see the audience. And I would also usher. That would help me too, because you learn to look people in their eyes, even though you wasn't on stage as a character. You learn to look at people. You learn the stage, and you learn the environment. You realize that it makes you realize that the audience is not these big, huge people. They're just everybody coming with a little interest. I mean, they're not gonna kill you. And I saw people make mistakes and they didn't die. They didn't die at all. I've seen people with stage fright, and I've seen people without it. I've seen everything, and I've seen every scenario. Nobody died in the end. Nobody. There was no blood. Maybe a little bit of embarrassment, but no blood. And I realized that, hey, you know something? This is doable. So from that point on, I started doing open mics. Like 3 minutes. You can go to open mics or open stage where you can just go up and talk. You can talk, tell them your name, tell them where you live, tell them what you're mad about, tell them what you're happy about, what you're nervous about. That is it. You can present yourself. 3 minutes. Oh, 1 minute. 1 minute. 15 seconds. If you just get nervous, you can leave. I needed to have that control. So that's an element that I needed. I needed control. I can't go up and then give up control and be time. So eventually, after doing hundreds of open mics, I become comfortable doing open mics 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 25 minutes. Now, as a comedian, I can stand on stage and do half an hour, 40 minutes of comedy. I can do it relaxed. Now my passion was on the other side of my fears. And I owe that to myself, and I owe it to everybody. You owe it to yourself, and you owe it to everybody else to overcome that fear. It's like driving, you know. You want to drive. Oh my God, I have a car. I can go anywhere I want to go, but I have to learn to drive. So now you got to learn where the brakes is, the steering wheel. Got to take that chance. You're on the street. You don't know what's the signal. How do you do this? But you have to do it because on the other side of that is freedom and your passion. So that's what I owe to myself, and that's what I owe to you. And that's why I'm doing this video. So that's all I want to say to you. On the other side of your passion, on the other side of your fear is your passion. And you owe it to yourself, and you're going to have so much fun. I look back now. Sometimes I go out and I do a show, and the show went great, and I had a good time. And after the show, people come up, hey, that was great. I know it's amazing how you do it, blah, blah, blah. I love you, da, da, da. And I go like, wow, look how far I came, you know? Look how far I came. That's what I'm trying to say to you now. You can do the same thing. Your fear is on your passion's on the other side of your fear. I still have fears I gotta deal with because I want to move to California. But I'm so afraid to do it. But I know that's where my passion is. On the other side of that fear of moving, transferring, how I'm going to do financially, how is everybody going to see me, what if I don't be successful, what if I don't find a job, what if what if I fail, but I have to do it. So that's all I have to say tonight. So thanks for listening to me, and because somebody stated that you only post videos when you're mad, when you're depressed, when something goes wrong in your life. This is the video. Nothing's wrong in my life. I'm okay. Thanks for watching. You can subscribe. You can do all the stuff that you do when you like a video. So thanks a lot. I'm going to turn my air conditioning back on now because it's really hot in here. Okay, bye-bye.